Hello everyone, I'm Tongqing Zhou. It is my honor to present you our paper entitled The Crowd Wisdom for Location Privacy of Crowd-Sensing Photos, Spear or Shield. Photo crowd-sensing is an emerging sensing paradigm. It uses camera-equipped devices of the mobile crowd to collectively monitor and comprehensively understand the physical world. There have been many related applications. Below are pictures of two real-world examples that use the cloud's contributions for online viewing. One of the major concerns in these applications is that active contribution real-world photos may expose the contributors' locations. Even we can hide the raw location tags in photos perfectly, the locations can still be inferred from the photo content. For example, Google's PLA-net trains a multi-category classifier that can infer in which grade a photo is taken. As a remedy, some proposes to prune some sensitive photos from a collection before submitting it to the public, so that the classifier can't make proper inference. These literatures all require reference photos with location tags for training. However, in practice, we usually have no references on the uncharted targets of crowd sensing. Hence, we are motivated to investigate the privacy issues of the no-reference situations. Specifically, we want to answer two questions. One, would one's involvement in a crowd during sensing increase its risk of location disclosure? And second, can the crowd of users take active measures collaboratively to avoid such information leak? For the first part, we designed a novel threat model for no-reference location inference. Briefly, it builds on three types of characteristics of the crowd. First, feather representation knowledge of an existing crowd of photos. For example, the ImageNet. Second one, visual correlations of the collected crowd-sensing photos. And the third one, the power of mobile crowd-sensing sourcing for geo-annotated. By jointly combining them together, our model works in four steps. First, it extracts end-to-end feeders from the photos. Second, it calculates photo similarity and performs spectral clustering on a refined graph. Third, it selects a representative seed in each cluster for geo-labeling and uses it to infer the rest. Finally, it combines several inferred locations of a user into its track. We conduct experiments on 4 real-world datasets. This page presents an example of the designed crowdsourcing task for geo-annotation. The right figure gives the annotation accuracy of random picked photos and our representative seeds. We can observe that the later one showed higher accuracy, which indicates that the correlations among a crowd of photos can lead to more accurate annotation. Another highlighted result is the privacy damage on each user. We tested using the resource of correctly geo-identified photos for each user. As shown, for each tested case, over 80% users get at least one location disclosed. To this end, we conclude that contributing submissions together with a crowd of photos will unfortunately increase one's risk of being geo-identified. That is to say, the crowd wisdom can be a sphere for user privacy. Given such threats, we further provide a technical countermeasure by looking into the crowd wisdom again. The basic idea is that users of the same task can form a community and use it as a nature camouflage. Thus, we adapt the ring signature technique to our context, so that the linkage between inferred photos and their contributors are cut off. In this way, the identities in the submissions are replaced with an indistinguishable group name, providing key anonymity protection on their locations. We implement our defense model AGS with a lightweight prototype. As shown in the left figure, It supports users to specify their own privacy preference during participation. AGS is theoretically proved to meet the security goals. To show it illustratively, we introduce a protection strength metric and test the performance. As shown, AGS satisfies all the privacy preferences efficiently by providing a strength higher than 0. Finally, we conclude that although the crowd wisdom can be used as a spear for user privacy, it can also be transformed into a shield. That's all for my report. Thank you for your attention.